Hey there, it's Stephen here yet again on the YouTube channel with another special guest. And as always, folks, we'll have our guests introduce themselves, tell us their name, and also what they do, their company, and what services they offer. So if you want to go ahead and tell us about yourself and your company, that'd be great.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Stephen. My name's Alex Aldridge. I am a business development representative at Helperly. Helperly is a in-person non-medical care company. So we provide caregivers who are basically glorified grandchildren for older adults, whether they be 55 or all the way up to 95. And we also have a platform for seniors to join online classes for free. We partner with senior care agencies to be able to provide them with people to visit as well as people to utilize their services. That's what Help really does.
Awesome. So you said non-medical. Could you maybe tell the audience what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so non-medical care is basically all of your needs, wants, desires outside of the realm of medicine. So we're not able to administer your prescriptions, for example, but we could wash your windows. We could play a puzzle with you, could watch a movie with you. Companionship is a big aspect of what our caregivers do.
Do you guys provide transportation services?
Yes, we can provide transportation services as well.
So when you talk about companionship and doing stuff in the house, I've seen some companies like they'll actually help to clean, do some chores like laundry, dishes,
Yeah.
maybe help cook.
Yeah, definitely. I was a caregiver for close to 6 months, and the biggest thing that I was doing for the people that I care gave for, my friends, I ended up making great friends with them. But first and foremost was tidying up. I liked to go in and make sure that their living space was comfortable for them. Oftentimes they are uncomfortable with how things are set up in their home. I was able to go in, ask them what they wanted, how they needed it, and I would tidy up in that way. Another thing I ended up doing pretty frequently was just small cleaning, touch up the bathroom a little bit, do some dishes, vacuum, sweep. Oftentimes, the older adult, or in this case, the senior, since they're a little older, they took care of a lot of their own chores. It was just like the small stuff that maybe I'm a little tall, so they couldn't reach, or maybe they didn't have the strength to lift or move something. So those things that they were a little inconvenienced by were the things that I mainly took care of. And the same goes for our caregivers. What they do will change, but it tends to be often around simple house chores. I've heard caregivers gardening together with their older adults. So it's really like not like a chore based system, but definitely just like little tasks.
Yeah, it's just these things that wouldn't necessitate moving to assisted living. They just need some
Yeah.
they help around the house. Um,
Yeah. And assisted living would be primarily for people that can't live without assistance. Those are the people that need medical care for the most part. So people that can't, for example, eat on their own, or maybe they have certain disabilities or certain diseases that require physicians' care and nurses to cater to their needs. So like homes would be for seniors who can't live by themselves. But for the most part, most seniors are comfortable at home. The biggest thing that we notice is that they're lonely. Loneliness tends to deteriorate their health far faster than a fall in some cases, or far faster than like just small injuries. Loneliness will degrade their mind, degrade their spirit, and our caregivers are able to provide that companionship that most seniors need and that they want. Your family can't be there for, in most cases, they can't be there for their grandparent or their parent every single day. And our service is able to help them out with that.
One of the questions that comes up a lot with any sort of senior-based business is
Yeah.
Medicare going to pay for this?
Yeah, that's a great question. Depending on the person, they can either pay for Medicare. We bill through Medicare. We bill through New Choice Waiver, and we also can bill through private pay.
Okay. I know some in-home caregivers are able to because they do some nonprofit-y kind of stuff, like they'll apply for grants and things like that for some people who have financial difficulty. Do you have anything like that?
Not as far as I'm aware. We are sort of new, and so we still build out the structure for working with our caregivers. Our caregivers are 1099. And so, in terms of benefits, there aren't too many outside of what we give them for clientele. They run their own business. So they're able to set their own schedule. They're able to work with different clients. And a big part of that would be essentially running your own business. And so if there are grants associated with caregiving, then they're definitely eligible.
Okay. What areas in Utah do you cover?
We just picked up a client today in Tooele. So I think the furthest north is Tooele and the furthest south could be the end of Utah, St. George. I want to say Santa Quinn is our most southern client. Santa Quinn or Spanish Fork, like that area south of Provo. But we cover all of Utah.
Okay. So you'll cover Davis and Weber County also, like up toward Ogden area and
Yeah.
such?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do.
Okay. Okay. Any other things you would like to share about helperly.com before, of course, you tell us how to find you online and how best to contact you?
Yeah, we are currently working on our business to business partnerships. If you have a senior care business and you would like people in your door, then our platform is for you. We're able to reach an audience much younger than most senior care companies market to. And because we're able to reach to them much younger, they're able to provide their own transportation often. And we're able to get people at activities you host. You can sponsor an event and we can get people there for you. And so if you're interested in that, helperly.com is a great place to start. We are launching a new website soon as part of our platform called seniorcareacademy.com. It's where our podcast is going to be hosted. We host a podcast called the Senior Care Academy, where we have guests from A to C level executives, owners of companies come on and share their expertise on senior care and the aging industry. And all of those resources will be on our website. We're on all social media. So if you just looked up Helperly, it's a blue little H with a heart in it. Best way to stay updated with us would be through the Senior Care Academy page on LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah. And of course, we're going to have a lot of that stuff put into the description box below. Appreciate having you here on the YouTube channel. Of course, folks, if you have any questions for Alex, you can reach out to them directly through the website, or you could, of course, comment below. Please
Yeah.
like, share, subscribe. And of course, until next time, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Stephen, for having me.